They're missing the fact that it's not a religious form of teaching or exorcism, it's the divine Messiah himself come to close the Old Testament and begin the New Testament for the people. So all these things were starting to make people question, and immediately, see, his fame spread throughout the region of Galilee. So this was all to help people see that something's happening. The Old Testament's closing and the New Testament's beginning. The Messiah's here, as it were. Now, as soon as they had come out of the synagogue, right, no sooner as they come out of the synagogue, they entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James, John. Simon's wife, his mother, was laying sick with a fever. Now, lucky her, I suppose, on this day, because the Lord Jesus Christ is in the house. Now this is significant because let's see what the next step for Christ is. What's this? Oh, yeah. And they told him about her at once. So he came and took her by the hand and lifted her up. And immediately the fever left her and she served them. So we've seen in the first chapter of Mark, demons being cast out, and now sickness is being healed. And this was again all to help the people's minds, where possible, to realize that the Lord Jesus Christ is the Messiah, that the Old Testament is fulfilled and coming to a close, and that the Lord Jesus Christ is now opening the New Testament when he reaches the cross. At evening, when the sun had set, they brought to him all who were sick and those who were possessed by demons. Now this was the public's response in acknowledgement to what Christ had done and their belief towards it. They brought all who were sick and all who they believed to be demon possessed. The word was starting to spread, and it was starting to spread with strong belief. There wasn't much doubt tied in with it, and the whole city gathered together at the door of Peter's mother-in-law's place, or whoever it was. And then he healed many who were sick with various diseases. Now I find the word many interesting, because does that leave us to think that he didn't heal all? Or did he heal just many, or he only had time to heal many and he couldn't heal all? Excuse me. Well, I would say it's the one where he just didn't have time to heal all. We're talking about the whole city. Possibly that's what's going on here. He just didn't have time to heal all. Not that he didn't want to. And he healed many who had various diseases and cast out many demons. And he did not allow the demons to speak because they knew him. Now, he didn't allow the demons to speak because they knew him. That's another peculiar part of the narrative, isn't it? You'd think that Christ would want the demons to speak, to help the people recognize that he was the Messiah. But see, the thing with demons is they got a way of speaking which it leaves an element of the shadow of doubt. I want to say that again. Whilst demons may speak the truth, by nature they speak in a way that leaves the element of the shadow of doubt. Now, for my viewers that have previously watched, just as we're coming down towards the stadium, if you look up on the lights of the stadium, on those lights ahead of me, the big lights that light up the stadium, the eagle is sitting up there. The council built him a platform off the light stand. You'll see it sticking out off the light stand on our side of the light stand. And they allowed the bird to build his nest there. And he's up there perched now, the great sea hawk of Gosford. I'm not sure exactly what kind of bird he is, but that's what I call him. And you'll see him there. I just hope the GoPro's giving you the range to see. On the outside, on our side of the light stand, the nest with its own platform and the bird sitting on his perch. The great hawk. Now people come from all over the place to film this bird, and I've got a drone coming, and we're going to send the drone up and we're going to see the bird. I'm going to get you some tremendous footage to continue with these talks, so we can see the momentum building in the ministry of the Lord Jesus Christ as he's trying to help the Jewish people realize that the Mosaic law is closing, the Old Testament is closing, and the New Testament is beginning. And one of the reasons why he didn't let the demons speak is because demons always, even while speaking truth, leave an element of the shadow of doubt. So they got through the night, and in the morning, verse 35, having risen a long while before daylight, he went and departed to a solitary place and prayed. Prayer. The place where you take the time to sit and talk to God. The prayer, the time when you allow yourself to be refilled by the Spirit of the living God. That place where Christians today can allow the Spirit to help them in their weaknesses, Romans 8, because we don't always know what we should pray for as we ought, and we can't really overburden ourselves with too many things to pray for, because we can't save the world. That's not our job. Look at those beautiful birds there. Our job is to care for those in our family and those nearest to us. But Jesus rose early in the morning to a solitary place to pray, and Simon and those who were with him searched for him. Now, whilst Jesus chose men that weren't particularly or peculiarly overzealous for religion, what he did show them was the importance of taking time in a personal way, not in a how can I say it, not in a way of these regulations and things and offerings that the Mosaic law demanded, but just in a personal way, to sit and enjoy the presence of God, bringing requests and supplications to him that he might intervene in situations that were impossible otherwise to have an answer to. We're coming into the backwaters soon. Hopefully we'll have an array of wildlife out there. I do believe the tide looks like it's running out, so we'll see how we go as we come under the bridge. But Jesus went and prayed. Now they went to find him, and when they found him, they said, "Everyone is looking for you." Now I want to bring out a very important point. If you look just quickly, by the way, if you look on this pier, the first pylon, you'll see two beautiful birds. I hope that, again, the GoPro is close enough. Beautiful grey cranes, as it were, just taking off one. There goes one. The other's holding his ground. We'll go in this way today. I'll come around. No, I've frightened him, but there he goes there, a beautiful bird. Not too scared, just keeping himself safe. I'm so sorry, this smoke has really taken its toll on me. Now everyone is looking for you, they said, but he said to them, Let us go into the next towns. So Jesus wants to spread the message. He wants to get the message spread. As we come around, we're going to take a different route today, right down along the mangroves. Let us go into the next towns, that I may preach there also, because for this purpose I have come forth. Now I would suggest to you that the message Jesus was speaking, and I'm keeping it as simple as I can, was the closure of the Old Testament. He was helping the Jewish people, where they could accept it, understand that the Old Testament was about to close. And there goes our train to Sydney. The New Testament was about to begin. And that he, without being too pious, I would imagine, was the Messiah that was going to assist in all this taking place. That's why he was getting around. It was all transitional. And he was preaching in their synagogues throughout all Galilee and casting out demons. Now, I find it very interesting there that the casting out of demons has been mentioned, but not the healing of the sick. But I don't know if you agree. I think it's fair to suppose that he was casting out the sick as well. I just think it's fair to suppose that that was taking place. And a leper came to him, imploring him, kneeling down to him and saying to him, yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like, maybe even comment. If you watched it on Facebook, like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.